Okay, so today's video is going to be about herbicides, what we use. In our area, everybody uses either 2,4-D or Grazon. Dow AgroSciences stuff. 2,4-D is good if you got a hayfield, you want to go ahead and you spray it one time, cut it, and be done with it. But if you want to, if not, the second cut you'll have to go around and put it back down again because it won't stay in the ground. It just kills what it hits. The Grazon, depending on which one you get, is a little different. Grazon will actually stay in the ground. It'll keep killing for the entire summer month, spring and summer. So that way, well, what it does is it goes in the ground and it kills all the stuff and the seeds and everything of your weeds, and then you won't have it come back on you, and it'll keep killing. I like it better because then it's a one-time deal and you're done, rather than having to keep coming back, keep putting down more stuff. Depending on what you get in Grazon, there's several different versions. There is Grazon P+D, which you have to be licensed to put down. We are licensed to put down herbicides, and you have to have all log books. They have the disposal procedures you have to follow. To get rid of your bottles, or if you get it in the drums, you have to go through that, and you have to have it in safe areas, yada yada yada, on and on and on. So a lot of people steer away from that and use Grazon Next. Now, Grazon Next is not as strict because it's kind of between 2,4-D and Grazon P+D. So it doesn't have all the restrictions that Grazon P+D has, and you don't have to have a license to, I don't believe, to apply Grazon Next. And you can just buy it at the store and don't have to have a license number. But with it, the issue I've ran into with Grazon Next is that it won't stay in the ground, or it won't keep killing just like P+D. You can spray in the spring, and in about late July, early August, you'll start getting, around here we have yellow flyer weeds. They're little bitty yellow flyers. They'll come up, and you'll have to go back and apply again, or just leave weeds in your hay. So, which none of the customers like. So you have two choices. You can either spray it or just deal with a bunch of angry people. So, and then they have Grazon Grassland. I have never used Grazon Grassland, but I've been told that it was supposed to be the replacement for Grazon Next. That would have more of a, that would last longer. It wouldn't die out like the Next does, kind of like 2,4-D. But I guess that didn't go over well, so now everybody's went back to using the Next. I don't know what happened with it, but I was told that nobody liked it and they went away from it. So now you don't never see it no more. Now it's either back to Grazon Next or Grazon P+D. Now they do have, Dow has some other brands of herbicides. It's not in the Grazon family, that are more expensive, but I've never used them. I don't know of anybody in our area of using them. I thought about maybe looking them up and trying them, but I couldn't tell you anything about those. Mostly all we've ever used is 2,4-D and some Grazon. So, but my preference, I like the P+D better than the Next. But the Next is a lot less hassle in having to deal with it, so that's pretty much what we use. The problem with P plus D is one, you got all the crap you have to go through with it, and the other thing is that if you use it too many years in a row, it will actually stunt your grass and not allow it to reseed, and it'll start to thin down like your fescue and other stuff, and you'll just have this plain old grass. You won't have anything really that good. Now, the way that I've thought about doing that is spray Grazon P plus D and then do the following year or 2 years with Next. I hadn't done it yet, just to see how to do, because then with using the rotation of the P plus D, you can get your real hardy stuff gone and out of there. The Grazon Next has a little more tougher, or P plus D, I think. One of the two has a little tougher time with chickweed and yellow flowers, but they'll both kill them. And then I've heard people say that the P plus D will kill trees, but I have never had that issue when we have used it. But I don't know. That's another thing, is the regulation. More expense put on the farmer. He has to do. Anybody says these farmers dumb, ain't never farmed in their life, but I'm telling you right now, modern farmers are some of the smartest people in the world. They've got to be to survive. So, it's like his bread. It costs nearly nothing, but I gotta use it because it's cheap, so I can make some money. But because everything is just going out of sight because of regulations. Check everything, do everything, go here, go there. They've got me stupid with it. What it is, they're just trying to kill us. I don't know. I heard yesterday on the news that Chattanooga, not far from me, they got bird flu. I don't know what company got it. Of course, it really don't matter because it can happen to any of them. But I don't wish nobody harm on nothing, but I guess everybody's worried about bird flu. That might help the beef market, which will help me. But I don't wish nobody harm. That's a terrible thing, because I remember when that whole mad cow crap was going around. It really hurt our business, because everybody was scared to death to eat beef there for a long time. There wasn't nothing in our meat, never was. This crazy crap goes on these days. I don't even know how farmers survive anymore. I tell you what it does, it takes a genius just to farm, but it takes a dummy at the same time to want to do it. Because you've got to have somebody like me that absolutely loves to farm. And that's the only thing they want to do. They'd do it for nothing if they had to. Which basically is what we do. We do it for nothing. Just so we could keep farming. I don't know. I don't know why our country treats us the way they do. You'd think they'd want to help us, but they don't. It's the way it is. So it's what we got to deal with, but us old farmers are pretty daggone smart, ain't we? We'll figure anything out if we got to. And all the old ones that's left that don't understand stuff, they have to get people like me to do it for them that's younger, so they can survive. But all the young ones that's doing it, you've got to be smart. It's just like soil samples and crap like that. We didn't used to do that back in the day. Or having to deal with all this other, like fertilizers and what you put down for your herbicide and different stuff. They didn't used to have to deal with none of that. All the regulations and rules you have to go by, and all this equipment, the way it's got, and the way you got to work on it, and understanding everything, and I mean, like I said, you've got to be a genius. If you're going to be a farmer, you've got to be capable of doing everything. That's one thing I love about my job. It has everything in it. There's nothing that is not in farming, besides maybe dancing. I don't dance, so I guess that's one thing on it. But as far as physical labor work jobs and stuff like that, it has everything in it. You got to be an electrician, plumber, builder, mechanic, know how to grade and do land and stuff, and all. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on and on. But it's endless. But since I quit my regular job I ain't worked a day in my life. Every day I get to go to work and play, or get to go on the farm and play. Because I enjoy every day of my life, and I enjoy what I do. And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Every day you get up, you'll enjoy going to work. And if you can find that, you'll be successful. But if you're miserable every day you go to work and you hate your life, you ain't going to be successful at nothing besides being miserable. And what good is that? You may have buckoos of money, but what good is it? Yeah, you can go buy a lot of things. But I can tell you right now, my favorite thing to do is go right off on the four-wheeler on our farm somewhere, away in the quietest place I can find, and just sit there. And that is about as far as anywhere I really want to go. Don't really care to go nowhere else. There's too many of these nuts out there in the world now that runs around doing stuff. But thanks for watching. I guess y'all heard me rant long enough. But please comment, rate, and subscribe.